Russia is reporting record deaths due to a surge in COVID-19 cases fueled by the Delta variant. With Moscow as the epicenter of the outbreak, Russia has reported over 929 deaths in the last 24 hours, taking the country's death toll to over 212,000. With more than 7.5 million cases of infection, Russia is now the fifth worst affected country in the world. It's recorded over 25,000 new cases in the last 24 hours, and Russia has reported a rise in deaths for the fifth time in the past week. The nation first reported 887 deaths on the 1st of October, then 895 deaths on October the 5th. Now nearly 1,000 deaths in just 24 hours.
There is a sufficient supply of masks or other means of personal protection. We maintain high levels of testing. In all of the cases, without exclusion, there are conditions in the Russian regions provided for people to get vaccinated. There is also a reserve of medication made, although the level of vaccination is insufficient to stop the spread of infection.
Russia remains in need of a rapid vaccination drive. So what's the reason behind the vaccine hesitancy in the country? Well, first, there's fear of new medical products. There's also a lack of trust in the authorities. Russia's Sputnik V vaccine is yet to be approved by the World Health Organization, though it is being widely used internationally. Russia has offered free jabs to people since late last year. However, only a third of its population has received at least one dose of vaccine. Despite incentives, just over a quarter of the population remains fully vaccinated, which means Russia has administered shots to over 42 million people. According to the country's deputy prime minister, they need to inoculate almost 33 million more people in order to achieve herd immunity. Meanwhile, the Kremlin is ruling out nationwide restrictions. Russia has had only one national lockdown, which occurred during the early stages of the pandemic. However, the mayor of Moscow has announced mass testing given the current surge. The authorities plan to introduce it in Russia's capital within the next 2 weeks. The government has also recommended the introduction of QR codes proving vaccination for public entry to mass events.